for telling women that they should wear makeup, and you have a nose job, titties done, no fucking ribs. You got your ribs removed. You got walking around like, please. Don't try to clock the next woman. And I came up here nice.
To a man, I need to know the exact amount of money you make per year. She is saying this while wearing a sheen dress that looks terrible. When they asked her what she do for a living, she said 13,000 things to make $32,000.
And also, we can't really talk about clothes because I'm not gonna lie, no tea, no shade. You look like a construction worker right now, so we can't talk about what
we gotta be respectful.
No. I wanted to deal with that. That's fine.
But we're gonna call a spade a spade. Let's just
hold on. With all due respect, I wear what I want to wear. What I do for a living, where I go, how much money I make, I'm not at that place where I got to prove nothing to nobody. The reason I made that statement is because it was the audacity.
Since there's less of us and more of y'all going to start approaching us. We want women to court us just like we court them. That's
a woman to court you.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not a one-way street.
If you get the woman of your dreams, she's a perfect 10. Whatever your idea of a perfect 10 is in your eyes, you would want her to court you.
Yeah.
What will you tell your daughter? What will you tell her?
About what?
People like see me as the eye candy, and I'm like in a category where, like, people fetishize my look. Like, I'm a model, I got my own business.
So why not get with a woman who looks better than you, who's a supermodel? If you're a model, get with a supermodel.
People like that are very materialistic. I don't know if you've been in this.
So you saying they want money? The good-looking girls who look better, they want you to spend those funds.
I'm in my soft guy era, right? I want a woman to take care of me. I want her to pay for my rent, to pay for my car now. I want her to pay for everything.
Lord, don't send a war of dragons this way. We ain't gonna have no men. Describe your dream woman. Don't describe her looks.
Pretty face, nice smile. Dimples won't hurt. You know?
You want one dimple? Wow, you showing out tonight.
Hey, a Coke bottle body won't hurt either.
Are you a fit man? Do you work out every day, Mr. Leroy?
Hey, let me show y'all what I'm working with. Can y'all see now, ladies?
Is that Winnie the Pooh, the outfit? Which, is that an Avenger character? Oh.
Well, this is supposed to be the Iron Man, but someone said I need to get my money back.
You got 1 million followers, so who are you? Let's talk about it. You sing? You a singer?
No, I just be. Are you a gamer?
I'm a gamer. I'm a content creator. I'm a lawyer. I'm a psychiatrist. I do pretty much everything on this app. I like to do different shit. I like to go to Silver Springs and get on a boat. Yeah, I do unique shit. I don't do the same shit every year. That shit gets old. I like to give my wife a different experience. If we go and explore the world, we go to Disney World together, and we go to Great Wolf Lodge. Have you ever been to Great Wolf Lodge?
34. I was a news anchor for NBC and ABC in Fargo, North Dakota. Now I'm just doing podcasting.
What is your dream woman, if you can conjure her up in your mind?
Ambitious, kind, and just overall, like I have a tenacity about her, like a oomph, you know, like.
What does she have to look like?
I really like Megan Good, like a Megan Good kind of girl.
Okay, a Megan Good kind of girl. And does she have to make a certain amount of money per year?
Well, I make about 60. So I'm not particular.
You almost fooled us now. Your name is Marlon Millionaire.
Well, yeah, that's my moniker from my podcast from
okay.
when I was in.
What are 3 deal breakers for you?
Hygiene, like you gotta have them scents, them baccarats. Yeah, very.
Excuse me, baccarat. Okay. Yeah. She has to smell and look expensive.
Because I do it too.
I'm seeing a lot of comments in the chat. If you can address this, they're saying that you posted a woman 23 hours ago on your page. Is that a girlfriend? Is that an ex?
If they were to look at the video, it says I get lost in reminiscing. So yeah.
Track. What type of woman do you typically go for?
With the name like Marlon Millionaire, and I got these like money hungry, gold digging Haitian women.
Let me see your feet. What's on your feet?
I'm a pastor. I'm a preacher.
You don't believe in marriage?
Mind if I tell you why?
Yeah, go for it.
Marriage is not biblical. There is no Bible verse that says a man must be married. What? Don't show me the one that says he who finds a wife. Still doesn't say go and find a wife.
Been dating everything from 20s to 60.
Wow. Okay, and how's that going?
The 20-year-olds, like, they see an older guy and they're thinking like sugar daddy, and they start talking all this stuff that the girls on TikTok are talking. Nah, I'm not that dude. And the older women are like, yo, I want to get married yesterday. These people in the 30s are cool. They're the only ones that seem like they're level-headed.
I know a lot of men like younger women who are in their 20s. Do you not know that that comes with the territory? That's the expectation.
It was like an ego thing. And truthfully, I couldn't believe it was happening. You know,
Oh, wow, like they or desired
yeah,
you.
that they desire. Yeah, yeah. And then when you're doing it, you're like, this is whack. You know, they're trying to gain something financially. But you're like, yo, what are you bringing to the table?
You can't act a come on, Sam. Come on. How old are you, Mr. James?
That's their attitude. Like, it's funny. Somebody that I was dating that was 29 was like, I'm the prize. I'm like, prize of what?
How old are you, sir?
52.
Come on, Mr. James. You long in the tooth now. You passed the
Long in the tooth. Oh.
Come on now. So you don't want to be a sugar daddy. What about the 60-year-old woman? That's not working out. They're more mature. Some of them are more willing to bend on certain things. Why isn't that working out?
She had a lot of external issues. Like, she had 30-year-old children that were in and out of jail.
Because I said that I wanted a woman that was attractive. The reason why I want her to be attractive so I won't cheat. And I said every man face temptation, correct?
And you haven't found it yet? What?
I'm very particular. Like, I know exactly what I want. Like, it has to be a woman of God. She has to be fit. She has to eat healthy too. Like, I'm 6 feet, so she has to, height wise, she got to be like 5'2" to 5'6" or 5'7". What's your height?
I'm 6'2".
6?
You guys, Shannon Sharp reacted to one of my live videos. I want you guys to check it out. But
woman has a very interesting request for her man. Let's take a listen to what she had to say.
How much money does he have to make per year?
At least 100,000.
Going to 50-50 or someone who fully provides?
Fully provides.
What does that mean to you?
That I would have an allowance.
How much would that look like for you?
I would say like 7,000, 5,000.
A month or a year?
A month.
He needs 5,000 to 7,000 a month. Yes.
Wait a minute, but she said the guy has to make at least 100,000 a year.
Yes.
So if he's only making 100,000 a year and he has to give you 7,000 to 5,000 a month. Now I ain't no goddamn math major, but he ain't gonna have shit left over to do.
I meet a lot of men with money. I date them, but I don't necessarily think it lasts long. I feel like they're just not consistent. But I have like multiple guys to like talk to and hang out on my roster. Yesterday I was at the casino with a billionaire who owns a whole bunch of restaurant franchises and has some stuff to do with gasoline, like gas stations and stuff. And we went to the casino and he was literally just throwing thousands of dollars away. It was nice. At the same time, I felt like I could do a lot with that money.
Have conversations when you're around him, or is it more, I want you to be seen and not heard kind of energy?
Like when we were at the casino yesterday, I kind of feel like he wanted me to like give a show. Like he wanted everybody to see that he was with me. And that's kind of not my vibe no more. Like, I don't want all eyes to be on me. I kind of want to be low key. Again, I don't want to work hard. I don't want to do hair anymore. I literally want to be a rich man's wife. I want to sit around and be taken care of. And if I want to go do somebody's makeup or hair, I'll do that, but I don't want to feel like I need to do this because I really want the money. And I'm gonna be honest, this is gonna be what a lot of people don't want to hear. Some of them already have somebody with a ring. Some of them are married.
I was gonna say, yeah, a billionaire is already married. I would assume he's already married.
There's a athlete who was African American that I was dating, and he most definitely was married.
33. I'm from Chicago, and for a living, I build like lawnmowers and stuff. And on the side, I do like this. I get down. You see that golden crispy fish?
Do you have any children?
I got a lot. I just ain't shoot them out yet.
Describe your dream woman. Don't describe her looks.
My dream woman would be Miss America. Somebody that carry themselves with respect and have morals.
Raheem, is it hard to find women where you live within Chicago? Because
it's hard because they be on these pills, Ashley.
What is your first impression when you see a woman in Crocs and a bonnet? Like, first time seeing them.
Hood rat, automatically, instantly. Especially the bonnet, that's the number one sign. I'll tell you a few things that we don't like. Men that are successful, I make pretty good money. I'm gonna tell you what we talk about. The bonnet, automatically worse than the Crocs, worse than anything. Then if under the bonnet you have the little baby hair stuff that y'all be doing, that's like little big baby hairs, red flag. If we see that, we're just gonna pass you by. Then the Crocs.
Then the Crocs, okay.
That is just like, are you about to go work in the garden? If you out and you got that on, I'm assuming you a stay-at-home mom, or you're not really interested in men. Like, let's say one of these celebrities that have one of these big crazy bodies, you take the stallion is in Walmart with a bonnet and some Crocs on. Yeah, I'm going to approach her because look how she looks. But a regular person that's not going to just jump off the page, and she has that combination on, and it's like 2 or 3 kids, and nah, ain't nobody got no time for that. If you're just a regular person with Crocs and bonnet, I'm not even really going to try to look and see if you're going to look good outside of that. I'm going to just keep it moving.
I'm actually dating a guy right now that's 72, and I've had the most fun, the most experiences. We go dancing every week. He treats me like a queen. I don't have to ask him to do anything for me.
And what's the age range again?
I like 50 and up. I don't got time for little kids. I like a man that's settled in his career. You know how some females like the NFL players, the NBA players. I like the man who signed the checks for them, okay? Because when you start dating with older men, you will see how they treat you. You'll see how they can provide for you. You still running around with 22, 24-year-olds, 30-year-olds that can't do shit for you. They don't know how to treat you. Not doing it. Not doing it. Like I told you before, I don't like black men.
How much money does he have to make per year?
I said 500K at first. The prices have gone up from there because I've been meeting some 500K. $1 million. I live in Beverly Hills, California. A house in Beverly Hills is 500K. So he can make $1 million a year. That's nothing. That's bare minimum.
Simone, have you dated men who made $1 million?
Yes, my ex is a quarterback. He signed $1 million contracts.
Well, Simone, you have dated millionaires. Why didn't it work out?
I needed to grow and I needed to heal, and I would just accept the bare minimum and just settling. But I'm not raising a man. I'm not built with a man either. So you need to come correct.
And let me also ask this, Simone, because I did see a few black men interested in the comments.
I'm not interested.
I know. Why aren't you interested in black men?
Traumatized too many times. I got PTSD. I'm in therapy still. Been hurt. I've been down bad. I've not gotten anything from being with a black man ever, but hurt and pain. I'm not doing it. Don't look my way. I live in Beverly Hills. I got options. I'm not doing it. You can laugh at me. I don't give a damn because guess what? I've done the work on myself.
Also hearing that streaming on a dating app is not good as well. There's no good men over there.
There aren't. They're all losers. Like one time, a man, he was like severely disabled. He thought he would qualify for me. Excuse me, sir. I'm not going to push you around in a wheelchair. And his face was like deformed. And he was old.
So I guess maybe it's a challenge for him to find someone out in the world. So he's doing what he can do. And I guess that's his best, you know? And maybe he's willing to wine and dine. I'm not saying that's for you, but I'm sure he's willing to take care of the woman he's with. And he probably thought you were attractive.
Because it was just weird. Like, why would I want to spend my time pushing somebody around in a wheelchair?
I'm 23. Last year, I was doing security, and all the women approached me. I was very handsome, very upfront, like cut to the chase. Now, the only issue was she already had everything as far as like job, house. She telling me you can come stay with me, you can work out my gym. Everything sounds so good. That's a bundle. And you got a gym for me at your crib, and I can stay there. Everything was cool.
Sounds like a Barbara. What's her name, Barbara?
No, it's not Barbara.
Your man has to make a minimum of $350,000 per year.
The reason why my guy has to make 350 is because I'm bringing in about 250 a year. So I feel like my man should match or exceed me. Men don't feel like they're in their masculine if they're not exceeding. I've dealt with men that made less than me. It's just like they kind of feel intimidated. So
you dated a man who made, let's say, 150.
So when I dated someone that made 100,000, I feel like it was an issue. I want someone that makes 350 because I don't want to work after I decide to get married and have children. Make sure that my children are in a good school district. If you're in a good school district, you have to live in a good area or send to private school. If you want to make sure your children are cultured and they're traveling, that costs money. A lot of people down Norris Smith, like I like that kind of lifestyle, being able to prepare meals for my family, me stay home, and then you provide.
And are you meeting men right now who make 350K?
I do because I'm a travel nurse. Last guy I dated was the surgeon. I've come across a lot of amazing men that do want to provide.
And what's one reason why you think it probably didn't work out with the men who are making this money? Why isn't it sticking?
Like I can't say why certain men feel intimidated by women that make a lot of money. It could be a multiple reason.
The surgeon that you were dating felt that way?
The surgeon made way more than me. He was a neurosurgeon. He made way more than me. So have that issue at all.
Yeah, why didn't that work?
He was just a little like other women that dated surgeons could kind of like agree. They're kind of like a little off.
Are you located and how old are you?
I am in Guyana. I'm 25.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a content creator.
Describe your dream man. Don't describe his look.
It doesn't matter. I don't look for looks. I look for personality.
How much money does he have to make per year? Give me a range.
Well, I want someone that's financially stable because I have my own thing going on for me, so he must have his own thing going on for him. It would be like 500?
500,000.
Yeah.
Per year, 500,000 per year.
Yeah.
Man, everyone is asking in the comments, is it 500,000 USD? This is US, right? I don't think Guyana has its own currency. No?
Yes, we have our own currency.
Oh, you do? Okay. So
it's 500 US. Yeah.
okay, 500.
If you can't provide financially as a man, you're essentially worthless. You're a car without a motor. You can't do nothing. You're sitting your ass in a junkyard. When women say that they want men who make $100,000, right? Me personally, I don't get offended by that. Now, granted, women are parroting each other for sure. They just heard something, they're repeating it. But when women say, I want a man who makes $100,000, what they're really saying is, I need a man who can do. I need a man who can solve problems. And women look at that amount of money as the threshold. A guy who makes $100,000 or better typically knows how to solve problems. The definition for a man in the dictionary should be a professional problem solver. That's what we're here for. One problem is a mortgage. Another problem is food. Another problem is car note. We're here to solve problems. If a man cannot solve problems, essentially you're worthless. Nothing worse than being a woman laying beside a man and you're just confused. You're just as confused, like, hey, listen, if that's the case, he should just leave. Because even with him here, I'm still in the same situation. So when women say, I want a man who makes $100,000, men shouldn't be offended. They're really saying, I need a guy who can solve problems. We're not saying that $100,000 is the end all be all, but women say, hey, look, this is where it starts at. The vast majority of the women are saying, I was with this guy, things were happening. I had to call a man to fix this, and I had a man in my house. That's the worst thing you can do to a woman. Have her to have to call another man to solve a problem that you should have solved yourself. And even if you can't solve it, as a man, you will find somebody who can solve it. You have women who have worthless men beside them. They're just as lost as if they were by themselves. The women don't want to have to solve all these problems, but a lot of times they're forced because the men today are worthless. I remember 20 years ago, I used to see, and I'm going to just talk about black folks. I used to see black men painting houses. I used to see black men doing concrete work. I used to see black mechanics. I used to see black roofers. But today, black men, a lot of brothers don't have skills. We don't have the skills that we used to have. I remember when the black men were the laborers. Now today, it's immigrants. Our men don't even have skills anymore. You got men who can't change tires, can't change oil, they can't change a light bulb, nothing. The women got to get up on the ladder. We need to restore manhood so that a lot of men are indecisive, they're worthless, they can't do anything. Man, I really feel sorry for women. We're in bad shape collectively.
It has been proven that it is more valuable for a woman to lose weight than to get a master's degree. There have been so many studies that have replicated this over time. And I can tell you for a fact, I would never have gotten my husband, regardless of how sweet I am, how intelligent I am, if I didn't look a certain way, if I didn't take care of myself, if I didn't present myself in a certain way. I think a lot of women here also, they live in very competitive cities. I lived in Los Angeles, California. That's where we met. And, you know, he was in Hollywood. He was surrounded by models and just gorgeous women. And of course, it's not just about looks, but if I didn't look a certain way, I wouldn't have gotten him. That's an unfortunate reality. That's from personal. And then professional, there have been so many studies where if you are attractive or you present yourself a certain way, you're automatically deemed to be more competent. People will pay you more money. Your salary will increase. People will respect you more. As well as for women, especially, it has been proven that it is more valuable for a woman to lose weight than to get a master's degree. There have been so many studies that have replicated this over time. And I'm not saying that that's a great thing. That's just the reality of the world that we live in. How you present yourself really does matter.
Mother of a toddler. She's 2 years old. I'll be 37 this year. So
If you don't mind me asking, why didn't it work out with her dad?
her dad was just not my cup of tea. So I'm used to someone that is Southern. I'm used to being courted. It's what I seen my grandfather doing to my grandmother. I don't think that I'm the type that's just going to stand for somebody saying, oh, I've never had to open somebody's door, so I'm not going to do it for you. And it was like, dang, I'm already pregnant now. So
Did you see the signs from the beginning? He must not have been opening doors or pulling out chairs.
So no, he was. And I felt like he was disconnecting from me, and I felt like it was somebody else. And that was cool with me. And I was feeling sick, and I was about to tell him, like, this just isn't working out for us. And I was going to be done. And then I found that I was pregnant.
And how long were you guys dating before you got pregnant?
6 months.
Oh, you didn't know him?
No. And then when he found out I was pregnant, it was, oh, she's a gold digger. But my thing was, I had all my own everything. Now that I have her, I take care of her myself. My thing was, he was giving me $75 a month to take care of my baby. We have joint custody, and it's just now it's like I'm scared to open back up. Like, what if they don't accept me because I have a daughter and I'm so much older?
What kind of guy are you looking for now? Like, you want him to be traditional?
I do.
Right?
I want him to be open to being a dad to a child that's not his, because I know some men like, I'm not taking care of no baby, but then there's other men, when I was pregnant, like, I should have been that baby's dad. Like, okay, let's relax here.